Almost 2,000 SMEs have registered to join Digital Free Trade Zone. Hello and good afternoon. I'm MOHANAAPRIYA. Welcome to News on 2. The Digital Free Trade Zone DFTZ initiative that will be opened this Friday has received an overwhelming response from Malaysian small and medium enterprises, SMEs. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Najib Tun Razak said the e-hub set up with China's Alibaba Group and the Malaysia Digital Economy Corporation, MDEC, initially targeted to rope in 1,500 SMEs to be involved in the DFTZ. Speaking during a dialogue session at the 2017 E-Usahawan Conference, Datuk Seri Najib, however, said more than 1,900 SMEs have so far shown their interest to do business in the DFTZ. According to Alibaba Group Executive Chairman Jack Ma, Malaysia's DFTZ will be the first outside China and is meant to help SMEs reach global markets by lowering trade barriers.
Kita telah berjaya memenuhi kehendak China dalam masa 3 bulan saja. Jadi he was so surprised. Dia kata dia tak fikir mana ada kerajaan boleh buat dalam masa 3 bulan. Dia kata, but we have proven to that the Malaysian government can deliver within 3 months. Sebab itulah Jack Ma kata, okay, we will work with Alibaba, that the first DFTZ outside China will be in Malaysia, and kita punya tarikh pelancaran 3 November insyaAllah.
The first phase of the DFTZ is expected to attract 700 million ringgit worth of investments and create 2,500 jobs. The success of today's digital entrepreneurs has proven that the digital economy is not merely a trend in the global business landscape, but also a catalyst to national economic growth. Communications and Multimedia Minister Datuk Seri Dr. Saleh Said Keruak has called on the public to seize the opportunities that would enable them to improve their living standards and to become more competitive through the wave of digital economy. According to Datuk Seri Dr. Saleh, as a result of the ongoing commitment, the digital economy contribution to Malaysia's gross domestic product GDP has reached 18.2% in 2016, a target that was initially set for 2020.
Yang penting pada kita ialah bagaimana kita menentukan agar pasaran di luar sana boleh kita tembusi. Dan dalam dunia yang moden sekarang ini, ia tidak memerlukan lagi pejabat yang besar, tidak memerlukan kaki tangan yang ramai, tetapi yang memerlukan ilmu kemahiran kita.
He said this in his speech at the E-Entrepreneurs Gala Night. He said his ministry and the Malaysia Digital Economy Corporation of MDEC has mobilized efforts in carrying out various e-entrepreneur initiatives aimed at spreading the benefits of digital economy to the people. Now, the Malaysian Communications and Multimedia Commission, MCMC, has met with the telecommunication companies or telcos over the alleged sale of consumer data believed to be obtained illegally. MCMC Chief Operating Officer Dr. Mazlan Ismail said the meeting was to seek cooperation from all the companies and also to keep them up to speed on the issue. Dr. Mazlan said the security aspects of personal data actually came under the jurisdiction of the Personal Data Protection Department, an agency under the Ministry of Communications and Multimedia. He added that all aspects are still under investigation.
Semua aspek daripada mula data sampai everything benda tu dalam proses siasatan. Jadi dalam banyak keadaan, kalau you tanya siapa pun maksudnya, bila IGP sebenarnya dah bagi statement, is very strong. It's very strong punya statement bahawa benda ni masih dalam siasatan. Jadi yang terbaik, jangan buat sebarang conclusion.
Yesterday, Inspector General of Police Tan Sri Mohammad Fuzi Harun confirmed that police were investigating a claim involving data breach of 46.2 million mobile phone subscribers in the country. Tan Sri Apandi Ali says further investigation into One Malaysia Development Berhad, 1MDB, is necessary following the lack of evidence in certain areas. According to the Attorney General, the investigation papers on 1MDB has constantly been referred to the Attorney General's chambers. However, there had been insufficient evidence in certain areas.
Investigation papers are constantly referred to as the AG's chambers, and we go through and we find if there's lacking in certain area, we give direction. We should pursue or investigate certain area. That area I cannot disclose because it's all solid, but the investigation is still ongoing.
Minister in the Prime Minister's Department, Datuk Sri Azalina Othman, said that Tan Sri Apandi had instructed further investigation into 1MDB to be carried out, and details of the case could not be revealed as it would jeopardize police efforts and also could be prejudicial to the case. On September 20th, Inspector General of Police Tan Sri Muhammad Fuzi Harun said the police had concluded their investigation into 1MDB. From January 1st next year, employers can apply for foreign maid permits from the Immigration Department via an online system. According to Immigration Department Director General Datuk Sri Mustafa Ali, applications can be made directly without an agent or mediator, and it is expected to take 7 to 16 days to process. Datuk Sri Mustafa said the direct recruitment of foreign maids from 9 source countries will only cost employers 3,600 ringgit to 3,800 ringgit compared to paying the agents between 12,000 ringgit to 18,000 ringgit previously.
Sebab itu tadi saya sebutkan, kalau mereka telah mengenal pasti mana-mana pembantu rumah asing yang berpotensi untuk mereka gajikan, maka proses itulah yang dapat menjimatkan banyak kos pengambilan pembantu rumah asing ini.
Prime Minister Datuk Sri Najib Tun Razak, while tabling Budget 2018 on Friday, said the government would now give the option to employers to hire foreign domestic helpers directly from 9 source countries without going through agents. Employers could also apply visa for their maids from the Immigration Department online, with levy and processing fees charged according to existing rates. On Saturday, Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Sri Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi stated that direct hiring of maids would save employers up to 50% of the cost. In the meantime, Datuk Sri Mustafa explained that employers could identify individuals in Malaysia who are eligible to work as maids before making an online application and completing the 9 processes set by the department. 6 anglers, together with a skipper who went missing after their fishing boat went adrift in waters west of Pulau Bunting near Yan, Kedah on Sunday, were found safe and sound by fishermen about 2 p.m. yesterday. Malaysian Maritime Enforcement Agency MMEA Northern Region Maritime Director, First Maritime Admiral Rosali Mohamed Said, noted that all of them were found safe along with a boat about 30 nautical miles from where they were reported missing.
Dan kami nasihatkan pada masa akan datang para pemancing, para nelayan pada musim-musim tengkujuh, laut yang bergelora yang tidak menentu, pastikan keadaan kondisi bot tersebut berada dalam keadaan baik.
Met by reporters, he said the boat's engine had earlier experienced some kind of a problem. Preliminary information indicated they had managed to repair the engine and were found by the fishermen while they were on their way back to Kuala Salah Jetty. Now, the bodies of 2 teenagers who were swept by strong currents after falling into a monsoon drain on Monday were recovered in Kampung Muhibah this morning. Kuala Lumpur Fire and Rescue Director Kiruddin Draman said the search and rescue SAR team found the bodies of Muhammad Shafiq Akmal Amran and Rafiuddin Fakrullah Rizwan, both 13, at 8 a.m. He said they were found 50 meters apart in the monsoon drain. On Monday, the victims and their friend Aidil Azhar Sham Safiri, 13, were on their way home from their school, SMK Tamanyal. They were crossing the monsoon drain near PPR Muhibah at about 3 p.m, but Muhammad Shafiq and Rafiuddin fell and were swept away by the strong current, while Aidil managed to escape. More than 100 personnel from the Police, Fire and Rescue Department, Civil Defence Force and Kuala Lumpur City Hall were involved in the operation. Now, Kuala Lumpur City Hall, DBKL, will open an investigation paper on a development project believed to be the main cause of flash floods at the Federal Highway on Monday. Kuala Lumpur Mayor Tan Sri Muhammad Amin Nordin Abdul Aziz said, based on observations, the source of the flash flood at the Federal Highway was due to clogged drains at a project site nearby. According to Tan Sri Mohamad Amin, a stop work order notice will be issued to the developer if it was found true that the development project had caused the flash floods. The highway linking Kuala Lumpur to Shah Alam was congested with vehicles as traffic crawled along one lane for 5 kilometres as 3 out of the 4 lanes were flooded at about 3 p.m. following a 2-hour downpour. Among the areas affected by the flash floods were Pantai Dalam and Bangsa South. Tan Sri Mohamad Amin said that he visited the affected areas with the developer yesterday and identified control measures including the upgrading of the drainage capacity and improving drainage efficiency. DBKL will build several detention ponds to address flash floods in urban centres. The project is expected to start next year, involving focus areas such as Jalan Tuanku Abdul Halim and University Malaya. Malaysian education policy and blueprint earns plaudits overseas. Details coming up. Now, Malaysia is studying the possibility of reactivating the Trade and Investment Framework Agreement, TIFA, to enhance bilateral ties with the United States, despite the latter's withdrawal from the Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement, TPPA. International Trade and Industry Minister Datuk Sri Mustafa Mohamad said it is important for Malaysia to have a formal arrangement, citing that TIFA should be the way forward in terms of economic engagement with the US.
TIFA should be the way forward in terms of economic engagement with America. Yeah, America is the biggest country on earth, contributing about 20% of global GDP. Our third biggest trading partner, lots of investments coming from America, in particular electrical and electronics. Therefore, it is important for us to have good economic ties with America.
Malaysia and the US began the TIFA negotiations on May 2004 with the objective to increase bilateral cooperation plus trade and investments that would bring mutual economic benefits to both nations. Meanwhile, the TPPA negotiations are still ongoing between the 11 nations involved, including Malaysia, without the participation of the US. The outcome of the discussions will be presented in Vietnam mid-November this year. Now, Paris-based Organisation for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, has commended the Malaysian education policy and the Malaysian Education Blueprint 2013 to 2025 based on the assessment it carried out in 2015. According to Education Minister Datuk Sri Madzir Khalid, OECD, which is responsible in carrying out the Programme for International Students Assessment, PISA, has also praised the Malaysian government initiative in enhancing training for school teachers in order to achieve the Education Blueprint's goals. The findings were presented by OECD Education and Skills Director Dr. Andreas Schleicher during a meeting with the Malaysian Education Delegation led by Datuk Sri Madzir in Paris. Schleicher, who is also the Special Advisor on Education Policy to the OECD Secretary General, had expressed full commitment to assisting Malaysia by sharing the experience of other countries in transforming their respective education systems.
Yang paling penting sekali bila dia orang buat assessment nanti, dia orang buat penilaian nanti, yang paling penting sekali ialah kita nak tengok bagaimana pencapaian pelajar-pelajar kita dalam STEM, sains dan matematik. Itu yang paling penting dari segi pelajar. Kemudian kalau dari segi guru pula, kita nak tengok bagaimana rating mereka macam mana mereka buat assessment untuk boleh menyatakan bahawa guru-guru kita juga mempunyai standard yang tinggi dari segi pengajaran dan pembelajaran.
In the 2015 PISA assessment, Malaysia showed a marked increase in the literacy competency category, recording a 431 points compared to 398 in 2012. Now, the e-Usahawan program under the Malaysia Digital Economic Corporation, MDEC, has trained 100,000 entrepreneurs this year alone on digital marketing and had garnered a revenue of 136 million ringgit. Its Chief Executive Officer, Datuk Yasmin Mahmud, said the program offers various counselling and comprehensive training for entrepreneurs to expand their business in the digital world. She said among the entrepreneurs involved in the program include micro-entrepreneurs and students engaging in technical and vocational education and training studies.
Usahawan saja 100,000 telah menyertai program ini, telah diberikan latihan. Separuh daripada mereka mendapatkan latihan ini menerusi TVET. Oleh kerana modul e-usahawan ini diserapkan ke dalam modul keusahawanan di semua TVET di seluruh negara. Dan maknanya every student yang akan keluar daripada TVET dalam modul keusahawanan mereka telah diserapkan the new way of entrepreneurship.
Datuk Yasmin was met after moderating a dialogue with 4,000 entrepreneurs at the Daya-e-Usahawan Convention. She remains confident the program will produce more competitive entrepreneurs in line with the 100 million ringgit allocation given in Budget 2018 to strengthen entrepreneurship in the country. KL 2017, Para KL 2017 athletes receive financial incentives for excellent games performance. A total of 5.53 million ringgit has been disbursed to national athletes who won medals at the Kuala Lumpur SEA Games KL 2017 and Kuala Lumpur ASEAN Para Games Para KL 2017. Now, the athletes received the financial incentives under the National Sports Incentive Scheme, SHAKAM. In his speech at the SHAKAM appreciation event to the national contingent at SEA Games and Para ASEAN Games 2017 last night, Prime Minister Datuk Seri Najib Tun Razak said Malaysia must continue to build on the success achieved at both the games.
Memanglah hasrat kita untuk Malaysia menjadi sebuah negara yang merupakan sports powerhouse in the region. Ini cita-cita kita. Ini KPI Menteri Belia dan Sukan. Mudah-mudahan kita semua akan bersama dan insya-Allah kerajaan akan terus memberi sokongan.
Youth and Sports Minister Khairi Jamaluddin also attended the event, which was held at the Axiata Arena in Bukit Jalil. Swimmer Welton Sim and rhythmic gymnast Koi Si Yan were named as the male and female athlete of the Games for KL 2017. The national contingent emerged overall winners of KL 2017 with an impressive haul of 145 gold, 92 silver and 86 bronze medals, the most medals Malaysia has won in the history of the biennial competition. A total of 231 athletes under the age of 21 delivered 112 gold medals. National diver Nurdabita Sabri was crowned as the Federal Territory's best sportswoman at the 2015-2016 FT Sports Awards ceremony last night. The 18-year-old athlete beat two other finalists, namely Singapore 2015 SEA Games gold medalist Rachel May Arnold from squash, as well as team event champion at the Junior Commonwealth Gymnastic Championship 2016, gymnast Tammy Ng Jiawin. Nurdabita had previously received the 2015 Best Sports Achievement Award from the FT Foundation and the Ministry of Education Sports Awards 2016. Her excellent performance throughout 2015 and 2016 was one of the factors for the award to be conferred to her. Meanwhile, Taekwondo athlete Mohammad Daniel Mohammad Azri was crowned the FT Best Sportsman at the event. Mohammad Daniel, who bagged a silver medal at the 2015 SEA Games and a gold medal each at the 2014 and 2016 SUKMA, had previously been crowned FT Promising Sportsman 2013-2014. National shot put ace Ziad Zulkifli was named the recipient of Men's Special Paralympic Award for bagging a gold medal and set a new Games record at the 2016 Rio Paralympics. The national youth squash player, 19-year-old Ng Yen Yao, received the Promising Sportsman Award, while the Kuala Lumpur Gymnastics Association received the Sports Association Special Award. All winners received a trophy and cash prize presented by Federal Territory's Deputy Minister Datuk Dr. Loga Balamohan. And that concludes this afternoon's edition of News on 2. In our top story today, 8 dead as truck careens down bike path in New York's Manhattan. I'm MOHANAAPRIYA. Thanks for watching.